I am Pamela Evans. I'm an obstetrician gynecologist, and I am joining the Paris Women's Center. I started with OBGYN first in Huntington, Tennessee, and my husband and I moved our practices back to that area when we finished medical school and residency. When Henry County opened the new labor and delivery unit here, Dr. Kimlin talked to me, and I transferred my practice here and was here for 10 years. And then when our children were at a point that they needed to have needed to switch schools, basically, I moved while they were young to be closer to where they were in school. But now it just feels right. They're older, and it feels right to come back home. I'm excited. I love living in our farmhouse, and it puts me much closer to my mom and dad. And we are members of Grace Episcopal Church in Paris, and that's our church home. And we're very excited to be coming back. I have 3 boys. My oldest is now 20, and he is halfway through college. He is going to Swanning, University of the South. My middle son is 17, and he'll be a senior in high school next year. And my youngest son, Chester, who was born in Henry County, is going into the 7th grade. My husband is a physician too. He practices internal medicine and pediatrics, and his primary clinic practice is located in Huntington. It's very exciting to be part of Paris Women's Center. I think the hospital has made wonderful decisions in building the program. Dr. Whitfield is an excellent recruit to our area, and I'm so excited to be working with her and to be working with Dr. Wick again. Kristen Elliott, I've known her for some time. She's exceptional. It's a really good team to become a part of. The clinic team is very strong. I'm excited to work with people that I know and I have known, people that I've worked with before, and with new people that I've met that are a huge asset, I think, to the medical center here. I love what I do. I could not be doing anything else with my life. It is my passion, and it is very rewarding to hear that positive feedback coming back.
I'm Amanda Finley. I am a hospitalist. I'm an internal medicine doctor. I am from Henry County originally. I grew up in McKenzie at the very end of the county border. Went to school at McKenzie High School. Pretty much decided I wanted to go to medical school pretty early on. I am from a family of nurses. My mom was a nurse and both of my sisters are nurses. But I decided I wanted to do medical school. So my mom decided that I needed to be a nurse aide when I was like 16. So I started at McKenzie Healthcare when I was young as a nurse aide, and then went to college and medical school, college at University of Tennessee in Chattanooga, and then West Virginia School of Osteopathic Medicine. And then I've done my training in Mississippi. And I've been out of training for about 5 years, and realized that I wanted to come back home to take care of the people here in Henry County and people at home. And I'm really excited about coming back home to take care of Henry County. I like hospitalist medicine because it's very broad. It's kind of like I never know what I'm going to be managing today. Take care of very sick patients, lots of collaboration between specialties, between the multidisciplinary team, with your primary care provider. It's just a very high speed action kind of job where I'm stay busy all day in the hospital taking care of sick patients, and I see them get better pretty fast too. It's been great just being here for the last few weeks at Henry County. The staff is very welcoming. They've kind of given me the tour of the place and introduced me to everyone I need to know. We have great facilities, and we have administration that is just pushing forward to the future, and I'm excited to see the growth and where we're going in the next few years. I am a mom of 2 girls, a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. Been married for about 13 years, and I love being outside, and I love just going and traveling and doing things like that. But really, most of my free time is about my kids, and so going and taking them places and being involved in the community and seeing them grow in the community too. It's pretty much what I do.
Hey, I'm Dr. Bo Richardson, formal name Robert L. Richardson if you're trying to look me up on a computer somewhere. I work for Henry County Medical Center at Transitions Health, and we'll be doing primary care. I was born in Memphis and spent most of my younger years in Memphis. But my grandfather, many will remember, was the man that ran the cotton gin here. And so I spent most summers here. I met my wife here when I was 6 years of age. And so I would consider myself very much a Parisian as much as a Memphian. I was educated at the University of Tennessee, Memphis. I was a resident in internal medicine at UT Memphis. I was a chief resident in internal medicine at UT Memphis. I have been here at private practice, and then I went back and was an associate professor of medicine at UT, teaching inpatient consult medicine to upper level residents. And then I came back here to work as a hospitalist for 9 years. Well, you got to understand that when I left, they were still working on the tower. When I came back, they had a whole lot more hospital built in here. And I think the facilities are wonderful. I mean, I've worked in several other places, and I think one of the things that is special about here is the people that work here live here, and they're taking care of the people that are here. And it gives you kind of a different flavor. When you go to some of the bigger hospitals, they do a fine job, but they're still not your hometown folks. There's lots of people that I see that I had in my previous practice, and they were rooting for me to go ahead and start a private practice again. And so I think there's a few people who will be pleased. I think it's like putting on your old pair of tennis shoes. It's something that I've done for a long time. It's something that I enjoy doing. I like the personal relationship with patients, and most of the time they like it in reverse. So I guess I'm excited about doing it. You go from being somebody who's trying to help patients with sometimes the worst day of their lives to being the mother of the patient, where you try to look out after things that are going on down the road. You try to anticipate problems. You work with getting their medicines right. You have your own network of referrals that people you like to work with. And so if everything's running right, your patient feels like they've become part of your family, and you're just looking out after them that way. My family's always been intimately tied into the University of Memphis. My great uncle was past president there. We've been long-term supporters. I love going to basketball and football games. I'm looking forward to both teams being good this year, so that's one of my interests and pastimes. I like sports of most every kind. I would like to garden more. That would be nice. I haven't had time to see after a garden in a regular fashion like you need to have it produce and behave. I have 3 children. My oldest is Elizabeth, and she works as a staff pharmacist at St. Jude. She not only sees it as a job, but as a mission, and really loves what she does. She likes going to work every day. My middle child is Emily, and Emily has been married recently to somebody from here in town that many people will recognize. She is close to finishing her master's degree in psychology and would love to go into counseling. What further education that she does is not clear right this second. Third child is Rob. He just graduated from college. He is working as a person who assesses elementary school and preschool children for their eye exams, and may end up being an ophthalmologist in the end.
My name is Bethany Russell, and I work here at Eastwood Clinic in Paris, Tennessee. I am originally from Brewston, Tennessee. I went to the University of Tennessee at Martin for my undergraduate degree. I got that in cell and molecular biology there, and my minor was psychology. I then went to the University of Tennessee Health Science Center in Memphis, and there is where I graduated from medical school. My husband and I got married there, and so he was in the dental program there. I then went to my residency training in Jackson, Tennessee, and I did that at Jackson General and the UT Family Practice Clinic there. And then we moved back to his hometown of McKenzie, Tennessee, and then that's when I started working here in Paris at Eastwood Clinic. I'm a family practitioner here. I guess mostly I have always went to a family medicine physician my whole life. I like that they see the whole gamut, so I see patients of all ages, from newborns up until elderly patients, and I love every age group. I love taking care of multiple different things, and so that's kind of why I chose family medicine. And then medicine in general, really I just like the, figuring out what's going on with people, that sort of aspect. I like talking to people, I like hearing their stories, getting to know people. I love working here at Eastwood Clinic. It's kind of like coming home. Everybody treats you like your family here. Everybody's very nice. And I love the location. I love getting to know all of the patients here. It's kind of got this small town feel, like my hometown. And so I love working here. And I've been here just since August of this year, so it's going well so far. I have a daughter who is going to turn 1 in the next 2 weeks. And so she takes up a lot of my time currently. Her name is Piper. And then we also have horses. We like being outside, we garden, and then I love to read. So I read every chance I get. Love it. I am currently taking patients of all insurances, all ages, and it's pretty easy to get in to see me. I try to work around everyone's schedule and try to open up slots that make me more available for patients currently. So I'm very interested in getting a wide variety of patients in my clinic.
Hi, I'm Catherine Whitfield. I'm an obstetrician gynecologist, one of the newest members to the Paris Women's Center. I grew up in Virginia and went to Catholic school my whole life, and then I attended Xavier University, which is a Jesuit school in Cincinnati, Ohio. And then my education took me to the Midwest, to Missouri, where I graduated from the Kirksville College of Osteopathic Medicine. And to continue the trend of moving west, I went to Washington State, where I did a military OBGYN residency program. I had the unique opportunity with military medicine to be stationed overseas in Germany. There's a large American hospital called Landstuhl, and so that was an amazing opportunity to do patient care to Americans overseas and collaborate. I myself was in the Army, but to collaborate with Navy and Air Force and some of our foreign allies, as well as getting some travel in, of course. Right. So I did the OBGYN residency program out at Fort Lewis, Washington, which is in Tacoma. And from there I went on to Landstuhl, Germany. And then my last duty station was Fort Campbell, Kentucky. I knew I wasn't planning on military for my entire career. It was a opportunity for education and good clinical training experience, but I can thank the Army for facilitating me to meet my husband, Rob Whitfield, so a local Parisian boy. So meeting Rob and just kind of learning this area, both falling in love with him and the area, everything just seemed to fall into place. We got married in December of 2016, and I've kind of transitioned out of the Army and happy to be joining this community. One thing I'm looking forward to is, having a smaller community where you can be a little bit more personal and more continuity of care compared to a military population. Families are constantly, moving to different bases and stuff, and so you might start a woman's pregnancy and not be able to see it through because she leaves for another base. Those kinds of issues associated with that. I'm really excited to be working with Dr. Dennis Wick and Christian Elliott. They seem like they already have a great dynamic for the years that they've worked together. Everyone has been so friendly and welcoming in the community and the hospital as well. And of course with Dr. Pamela Evans, who's been in this community before. I know everyone's very excited to have her back. So just kind of the overall excitement about building this new team, the Paris Women's Center. Everyone's just looking for a fresh start, and I think good things are going to happen.